You've seen that clip, right?
I've seen epic rap battles. Yeah.
I have seen epic rap battles as well.
Bill O'Reilly
Yeah.
versus what's his name?
Yeah.
The hippie?
Yeah.
John Lennon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Funny.
And the Paul McCartney, I forget.
I don't remember. But enough of that tomfoolery. We have MINC up against vEx tonight. First map is Rotterdam. This is the best of 5 series. 5th game being used as a tiebreaker if needed. Got Rotterdam first, then Devastation, and Lofoten Islands is the new 3rd map chosen by Dawn. So, be interesting to see what vEx is able to bring to the table. We've played quite a bit of these guys. Actually, I think we played all of them. Now that I'm looking at the list, on another team. But now they are with vEx and all together. vEx does not have the opportune spawn. Let's see if Murder Inc. capitalizes and uses the secondary spawn. And they do.
That they do. Sending a whole good portion of their team that way.
And Dawn, I think, yep, the entire team used the secondary spawn. Dawn being the only one back holding Alpha. vEx going for a more traditional breakout of a two squad split, left and right. And Murder Inc. is on Bravo, has taken it, but vEx is pushing in on both sides of the point. Trades down the right side. Anubis, last one alive. Doesn't Jake?
What the hell happened there?
that was really good tactic by Anubis. Just laying down, allowing Jake to go right past and taking him out. But vEx has successfully pushed in on the left-hand side and now is taking the point.
Looks like vEx will be sending one to Alpha as the majority of their forces hold down B.
Yes, Daze is on his way to Alpha looking for this triple cap. Murder Inc. is on the right-hand side, and it's got Skyline to meet Daze. Let's see what Daze is up to. Using the MP40, it looks like he is using the MP40, all golded out. And Skyline's going to be able to take him out with the superior firepower that the Type 100 brings.
Genau da! Es ist gefährlich!
And now vEx is trying to push, getting the triple cap again, and is spread out really well. Left side is a little weak, and that is exactly where Murder Inc. is trying to push right now. Skyline taking out Mr. B. Diddy from distance with that Type 100. That thing is a laser beam accurate, but at that distance, you got to put a lot of bullets into somebody to take him out.
Firefight's focused on the center. No one for MINC yet back at A to hold off that triple cap.
It's going to be Batman first in on the point coming back. Daze definitely sees him, letting him get onto the point, thinking he's safe. Daze probably waiting for spawns right now. And Daze taking out the 2 Murder Inc. coming back for the capture. But Murder Inc.
40 no less. You don't really see that in comp.
No, you do not. I guess probably for the superior ranged accuracy and firepower, as it is the lower or the slower firing SMG, it does have better range on it. Now, Murder Inc. on the left-hand side being pushed by two sides. Looks like they're going to get pinched on every side. Skyline is doing his best to keep his buddies alive, but Diddy is in there, taking out two with the ZK from distance. And now it is a vEx triple cap where both Murder Inc. squads are on the flanks of Bravo and not able to push in. Looks like we got a couple of swimmers, though. Toga coming in from behind, being able to help take out Anubis, but Murder Inc. has cleared the right-hand side, and Toga goes for the respawn on Nuke. Don't know if Batman realizes he's got some people to his left. Doesn't seem like it. Coming into the Bravo point, taking shots and missing. But Murder Inc. has a okay chance to get to Charlie. Does have one vEx leaning out into the middle and is able to take down E-Man from getting there.
Yeah, we're sending, having to struggle sending any real clear focus capture towards any It's like the best option for them right now is going to be going to Charlie. There's only one vEx and 2 MINC on the point.
And vEx trying to push back into Charlie to grab it back, but Murder Inc. is around it, but they get wiped, and now it is Dawn in the back waiting for spawns. Almost able to take out one on the point, throwing an impact nade that hits the railing in the White House, not doing any damage to anybody. Now he's pushing in to look for people on the point and is getting pushed himself on the White House. Not going to have a good chance with that Lewis gun to take people out, and they are wiped from the point on Charlie. But a strong push coming to Alpha for Murder Inc. Last Days on the backside gets taken out, and Murder Inc. is going to successfully push back into Alpha and recap that. But vEx is already on the attack, pushing in from B on all sides, trying to get Murder Inc. spawn trapped at this point. And a smoke barrage being called in by vEx, it looks like, to confuse Murder Inc. and help them push through to Alpha to get that triple cap again. But Murder Inc. is doing a great job of slowly working their way up the left-hand side to get to Bravo. Skyline going to get met on the right-hand side by Nuke. Nuke being able to take him out quickly with the ZK. And that is going to be it. With that triple cap, the tickets fly away quick.
And that they do.
So, Mercenary up top and Sabritas up top for vEx, Skyline and Jakernaut up top for Murder Inc. And with that, we will be switching sides and going once again on Rotterdam. Let's see what vEx does for their breakout on the more fortuitous spawn. And oh, but first we need to take some weather off right now.
Do we have to?
It's up to you, but I prefer my viewers to be able to see what they're looking at.
I don't know. I like them not, having a damn clue. Turning off all the player outlines, really making them guess. That's what adds to the chaos.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes complete another nonsense for shoutcasting, but okay.
What are you talking about, Joe? It makes perfect sense. You want your viewers not to see
It's all a facade, right? You do not see these droids.
Move along.
Not sure if we're gonna be pubbing tonight, Brada. We will see after this, and we shall see. Actually, definitely not gonna be streaming past this tonight, as I don't feel like it.
Lame.
You know, some people have to edit things as well.
Lame.
Well, here's the push out for Vex, and only one using the secondary spawn, doing a split, and Nuke is going to get met by almost the entire Murder Inc. team coming down that left-hand side.
Here comes another big push on the canal side by MINC. Focusing the majority of their force towards that lane.
And it looks like they're going to try the Alpha Charlie hold. But Mercenary is there to stop the advance, taking out Dawn as the lead. Now is in a firefight with two MINC, being pushed by Jakernaut, taking him out, and is now going to be able to take down Skyline to stop the advance on that right-hand side. So Vex is in control of Bravo once again, wiping the entire Murder Inc. squad off of the point. And now they're going to start that push. They actually already have started that push up to Charlie. Vex is in the White House already. Or Last Days is in the White House already for Vex. He is up.
You're still technically right saying Vex.
I technically am.
Yourself.
And now Vex waiting for Murder Inc. to try to reestablish a push, and are now able to take out Days. Was Jakernaut with the Lewis gun, and Murder Inc. is trying to push out on the right-hand side. Batman gets taken down by J-Mac and Cheese, and Mac and gets taken out by Hades in turn. So a wide open right-hand flank for Murder Inc. and to try to get down to Bravo, but 3-4 people spawning back on the Bravo point, knowing that they're coming. Beautiful nade thrown. Unfortunately, is only going to get some hit markers.
If we go to first person, they get down. You leave first person, and then it's all tilted.
Yes, I have. That is very fun, isn't it?
That just happened.
And Batman is in the side, and I think he was using the MP34, a never seen gun used in comp. Maybe it was the slow fire rate ZK, but it looked a lot like the MP34.
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised if it did.
Anubis pushing into the front of the trolley car and able to take down Nuke with some hipfire spray.
Taking on its Skyline, playing their roles, supporting each other with those support classes. One pinning them down while the other comes around to flank. Skyline getting two up top in the White House.
And now Murder Inc. is making small progress towards Bravo. Don decides to head back to Charlie as it is being taken. Don't know if he's told the rest of his squad to keep pushing. Looks like it. They are holding there. BK in a firefight with Skyline, using the stern barrier with the one-times, taken out by Jakernaut with the Lewis. And now Murder Inc. is back in control of their Charlie point, but need to push down that right and or left-hand lane to get into Bravo, as they are looking at another triple cap opportunity that Vex is definitely going to try and get.
Yeah, Yeah, another wave of Vex now pushing through the lanes.
Doing a nice job of splitting each other so that they cover all 3 of the lanes evenly. Mr. Biddy has the advantage here with Lavitz laying down and waiting for spawns, it looks like, and gets a spawn, and good coordinated pop-ups and making him back off, and a grenade of the tank variety is thrown and is gonna blow up and do some damage, but Death Dealer gets taken out. Lavitz is gonna go for the revive, not knowing Mr. Biddy is there, and Mr. Biddy takes him out. But it looks like Murder Inc. has pushed into Bravo and is trying to hold the point, but 2 on 4, 5 being pushed by on all sides, gets a spawn off. Anubis getting shot from behind at the stairwell from Mercenary at the sandbags on the alpha side of the point. One Murder Inc. is still alive. Dawn still alive on the top of the point, but is quickly taken out. However, now Murder Inc. has flipped the script and has a... It's going to be a 1-point hold at least, because Lavitz is all by lonesome at Alpha, using the Sturmgewehr with the 3x scope, Collector Edition, waiting for some spawns, and Vex is searching for him mercilessly. And Daze is about to find him. And down he goes from an MAB. Don't see that in comp too much, but it does have, again, that good ranged damage that Daze obviously likes.
Pinpoint hipfire.
Yes, very good hipfire. But them pulling somebody back to A has made Vex push back and given Murder Inc. the opportunity to try to push into Bravo. Don't think they know that there's still 2 Vex guys in the White House, and Skyline...
Sure, Skyline's calling it out right now.
And Dawn coming back, or... Not sure if that call out did get made, because I don't see anybody trying to come back to save Charlie.
Well, they might be saying, oh, we're already right outside of Bravo, but...
Commit to the Bravo push.
They're taking a risk. If they don't get Bravo, they'll be in trouble. Though it looks like they will, as they are committing to it.
BK is in on the side alone and gets out damaged by the STG. That's why you do not see the Sturmgewehr used that much anymore, as it is out damaged at every single range except for extreme close range by the STG, even with its superior fire rate.
Those last survivors of MINC on Bravo are now getting surrounded. It's gonna have to come up with another plan or another point if they want to take away this triple kill. It looks like they're going for A.
Yeah, Jakernaut is there with Death Dealer. And Murder Inc. does have a couple on the side of Bravo. Probably be a good idea to just push back to Charlie for Alpha Charlie, but looks like they're going to stand and hold their ground. Lavitz being the only one. And gets quickly taken out by Daze with the MAB, showing off its ranged accuracy. And I'm glad you're having your cup of tea, Pogo, but you know what? That's not how I roll. That should be some coffee up in there right now. I feel like you're mocking me, but that's okay. And Skyline pushing in with the Type 100 gets taken out by Nuke. And it's going to be another Vex win, as only 2 tickets left for Murder Inc. And there it goes.
Scoreboard: Nuke going 15-3, Mercenary 10-3, and last days 14-4 for Vex. MINC's Jakernaut going 13-7, Lavitz 6-8, and E-Man 7-9.
Next up, we got Devastation, another lane-heavy map. Be interesting to see the breakouts from both of these teams, whether they do an even spread or do more of a squad split.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly again.
I do not want to get demonetized for your terrible singing, so please.
Take these broken wings.
All right. Well, you know, a little bit of music never hurt anybody.
I don't know who thought of it, but the outline before you go into the view looks like this map is a crooked penis, but
well,
enough of that.
Well, I'm definitely demonetized now. And yes, Miss Quinn, my ears as well. You're only having to hear it through your phone. I'm hearing it in my headphones.
We put this on adult settings for the viewers anyways. They know. They get told. They're grown-ups.
We definitely have people that are not adults that are watching, as you know. And
right.
Vex is coming out of A-spawn, MINC out of Charlie. Like I said, let's see what they do for a spread. Looking like MINC is running squads, and Vex has not really pushed out of their point yet to really see what they're doing. Yeah, Kevster, I know you're 14. Great to have you here for the stream, buddy. Appreciate it.
He's lying. 14 dog years.
Nah, he's old. So Vex doing more of a squad push left-hand side. They got a 2-1-1-3 going on, it looks like. And J Mac and Cheese has not spawned in for some reason. And MINC is making good progress on the right-hand side. Skyline getting taken out by Daze using the... Is that the MP34 that he's using? I think it might be. Let me see what this gentleman is using right now. That definitely is the MP34 that he is using. And taking down Jakernaut with some pristine hip fire, but now Murder Inc. pushing it on the right-hand side, starting to take back the Bravo point. I think Vex has underestimated MINC's ability to get in on Bravo.
It's getting a bayonet charge. Oh my god.
That is something you don't see too often in comp, but he is the king of the bayonet, if I do say so.
It is the comp equivalent of having your pants dropped.
That it is, but Vex, seeing that Bravo has been captured, is now pushing back in. Anubis of Hades on the right-hand side, going to be pushing back in on the right, and doing that by himself, has his squad pushing in at the same time, but Vex is crawling all over the front side and is able to take back the point, and it looks like, is that a wipe of Murder Inc. close to the point? Yes, it is, and Vex now rushing their way up to the front of the church. Lavitz getting another bayonet on nuked, turning around and hip firing with his 1907, taking out Mr. B. Diddy. That was a heck of a good play right there by Lavitz. But Murder Inc. unable to capitalize on that big move by Lavitz. Well, they definitely are, actually. Death Dealer able to push in On the right-hand side, they are now behind vEx, and if Death Dealer gets some spawns and gets to the point and gets there, he is gonna be able to, but he retreats back and looks like he's gonna try to go for the revive, but he is not.
Making his way through, being a slippery little bastard.
And
makes his way.
Indeed he is using the Type 100 now, and he is doing some weird stuff in the corner there. So I'm getting out of first person because that was really loud. Now vEx
capturing Bravo will force vEx to come to MINC on their terms.
One did stay alive. Sabritas was able to stay alive. Now Sabritas and Nuke coming in and pushing Library and Bellroom back into Bravo.
Oh, Death Dealer not committing for that kill. Allows vEx to get the revive off. Toga power back up and chasing.
And two of the vEx guys are using MP34s, I see now. And vEx is back on the point, but
MINC had made it to Alpha, but were shut down by a squad of vEx as they now try to retake the numbers on Bravo before vEx only is about to surround them.
and vEx is getting in on Bravo on the point and are able to take him out. J-Mac and Cheese using the 1907, pushing back in with the rest of his guys. Now he's going to go for the long revive once again and is in there. Murder Inc. is now having to push out, but they did slip through and are going to get a couple people to the Alpha point and hopefully get some spawns off as vEx is completely covering Bravo, not watching their flank. But now some people have died, but one is going to Charlie. Daze gets taken out by Skyline using the bar. J-Mac and Cheese pushing Skyline now, getting pushed by 3 people. Taking one out with a hip fire and getting taken out in turn by Death Dealer, also using the 1907. Now, don't understand this move by MINC, completely abandoning the Alpha point, getting stuck way out in the middle of the church, and gonna get taken out, and now that's a squad wipe, and vEx is gonna be able to stroll right back in, but in turn, Murder Inc. has pushed into Bravo.
I think they're trying to keep a high pressure kind of approach.
Yeah, they're doing...
really trying to be constantly on the front lines as much as possible instead of holding back.
And Murder Inc. spawning in on Alpha, unable to take out the 2 that were there, or unable to capture it with the 2 that spawned there. Now it's Skyline that's the only one close to the point, being pushed by vEx over the top there, and with the superior firepower, Skyline is able to take out Mr. B. Diddy.
Kind of really questioning how Batman couldn't hear him right across the other side of that wall. But you know what? Whatever.
You never know. You never know with these things. And Skyline now, getting pushed by 2, is taken out, and now my camera is in the weird state. J-Mac and Cheese back on the point, using the head glitch on the right-hand side, looking into Library, and throwing a nade back at E-Man. Probably heard him coming around the other side, preemptively throwing that, but he was able to take him down with a 1907. And now Murder Inc. is putting up much more of a fight on Devastation and are giving vEx some troubles.
Lavitz just getting bayonet kill after bayonet kill. This man's hungry.
He is going for the guts, if you will, with his bayonet. now is in the side of the point, and he is using a very odd setup on this. He's got the 1907 bayonet and 3x scope, but he just was able to laser J Mac and Cheese trying to come back in from the alpha point. I might have to give that a shot myself, as I saw a couple people have done it and can use it to great effect, and I am a fan of the 3x scope, as most people know.
Skyline making a run for Alpha, seems like.
Yeah.
Doubling back to make sure he's not being followed. Him and Death Dealer holding this opening as another 4 vEx converge on the point to stop him.
J-Mac coming in and taking out Skyline using the 1907. Skyline has the bar, but he was just got out maneuvered and did not have a good flank. But Murder Inc. is now pushing in on the right-hand side of the church of Bravo. And vEx is there in heavy resistance to meet them, sending J Mac and Cheese on the flank, probably realizing that they're going to try to get around, as they have done that several times.
Joe, I'm looking at this team formation, and right now I cannot stop thinking about how great a dynamite trap would be on these guys just barreling through with packs of 5. I gotta say, if MINC can pick up on how bunched up together these guys are and how close in proximity, they set the right kind of dynamite trap, they can take out 5 guys in one detonation.
They definitely could, but it looks like they are getting pushed back to the front of the point at the church, and now vEx is pushing into Charlie area and is gonna try to go for the triple cap, and it's gonna be another vEx victory, but this one a heck of a lot closer than either of the two Rotterdams. MINC doing a good job of rotating off of the point and pushing through, getting to alpha a couple of times.
Look at those Christmas colors.
And a couple of Christmas elves on the vEx team. And we are gonna turn the map around and go again, once again, as we play all 3 maps back to back, so that nobody gets a unfair advantage on spawns.
Can't complain if you get both sides.
And while we were only given the most bare bones version of Community Gains rental server program, whatever the heck you want to call this, we're at least able to make it so that it does that, because it really can't do anything else. And so MINC is gonna have the British spawn, vEx on the German side. Now, personal preference, Botard, which side would you rather have on this map?
Personal preference, I think it's easier to defend the Charlie side.
Is that because of the balcony?
Well, you start off with the balcony, right?
Yep.
All the lanes are easily defendable, seeing as how it's a very narrow opening on the left and right, before another no man's land right in the front of the church, with the coverage of being able to have the second story capabilities on your own back flag. You don't really get those at Alpha. There's only kind of the flanks and on top of the bridge.
That is true, and I think they did, in an effort to balance this map out, allow the British spawn to be that much closer, because Murder Inc. was able to touch the point before even any of the Vex guys were able to get there, and they have captured the point, but Vex is pushing back in. l-TheCupofJoe-l is taken out by J-Mac and Cheese using the MP28. And Batman taking out Nuke from distance, but B. Diddy on the side able to take him out. And Vex is already on the left-hand side point with Last Days using the Lewis with the 3 times and is pushing in to get that triple cap. But MINC has pushed through and is going to get to Charlie. So it looks like it's going to be a switcheroo right here where Vex is going to be able to get Alpha, but Murder Inc. in numbers is going to get Charlie. Mr. B. Diddy is going back for Vex, trying to get into that point, able to take out Batman using the 1907. And now 2 Murder Incs are down.
First sign of trap I've seen by Anubis.
And he is down below and gets the spawns off, smartly waiting for his guys before he tries to charge back in there. Now, Batman is down below again with the Lewis. Can definitely hear the people above him. Doesn't want to push him though, as that Lewis is not good in close range. Murder Inc., however, with the confusion, has been able to take back Bravo, but Vex quickly pushing back in and starts to retake it right back. And Vex is already at the Alpha point with Dawn pulling out the Scout class, trying to probably rain some fire down into the Alpha point from their spawn. Looking at the train, doesn't know that they're still on the point, but there is one being Last Days on top with the Lewis, looking right into their spawn.
And 3 times.
And he does get taken out in turn by Batman, also using the 3 times. So MINC in control of Bravo, needs to push out of their spawn, and Vex has decided to abandon the Alpha point, and that's going to leave Murder Inc. able to waltz right in and take it back. And now they're going to try to go back and grab Bravo for the Charlie Bravo hold, as that is the more traditional hold and much easier to do than an Alpha Charlie.
Last Day is really the only one looking back. He's getting pushed by Anubis now as we speak.
And gets taken out, Anubis does, by Days. And a full squad of MINC is in the front of the church, trying to push back into Bravo, but is being pinched on both sides. Death Dealer taking shots at Mr. B. Diddy. Mr. B. Diddy now pushing in with his 1907. Trying to push in, gets taken out by Skyline with the 1907 himself. That full squad of MINC causing havoc on the right hand side, and now has a free lane to get into Bravo, but Vex is incoming quickly. l-TheCupofJoe-l almost able to take out Toga, but Toga coming in with the Thompson, using hipfire to take him out, but Batman able to get, or Juggernaut able to take out Toga on the right hand side, and now MINC is on the point with superior numbers, and it is going to go in their favor, but one person running off of it, l-TheCupofJoe-l using the 1907, needs to push back in, and help his guys cap this point. Now, MINC on the left-hand side, vEx on the right-hand side. Mr. B.E.S.T coming, or I'm sorry, that's Mercenary coming in, but l-TheCupofJoe-l's able to come around and take him out. But
l-TheCupofJoe-l's just missing those bullets by Mr. B.E.S.T. Pulls around the corner as he's pushed by 2 other vEx, who get taken out as Skyline spawns on him and gives him some support.
Not sure what's happening right now from vEx, completely abandoning the point that they were close to, trying to push back in to pinch the Murder Inc. guys at Bravo, it looks like. But this is going to allow Murder Inc. to hold on to a double cap for that Alpha Bravo for a considerable amount of time. Now, l-TheCupofJoe-l's going for another of his patented bayonets.
Doing his own self in with a dynamite, or sorry, frag grenade.
Well,
Places it right on the revive.
that is one way to take out some enemies, but unfortunately, taking out yourself in the process is not part of the plan. And in comes the bombing raid. Flak bombs going off everywhere. And MINC trying to make it on the right-hand side. l-TheCupofJoe-l's pushing in again with his patented bayonet, able to take out J-Mac, but quickly gets surrounded by the rest of J-Mac's squad and taken out. Dawn is almost able to take out Mercenary, but Mercenary, using that FG-42, has the superior firepower. And now vEx back in control of the map. They have not been able to really do this and be on the right side of the map for quite a long time now. Murder Inc. is causing a whole lot of difficulties for them when they make their sneaky little snake moves through and getting to the other side of the points. But in come the bombs, and these bombs can actually do damage to you. Nuke pushing through the smoke. Gonna be able to take out Dawn using the hipfire slide. Another MINC on the front side. Anubis taken out by Nuke again. He's using the ZK383 with the iron sights. That is a very good setup that I like to use, but I've been transitioning more towards the Laddie sight as it gives me that more range fire accuracy. MINC, however, being swarmed and taken out on the left-hand side, and now E-Man and Dawn are the only two that are trying to get into Bravo and close, and they are wiped. Now MINC is being pushed back even further towards the Alpha point. Days using the STG with the 1x red dot sight, even though it's not really a red dot. But now MINC
barrage being called in.
Exactly. MINC has called in the smoke barrage on the front of the point, but not really using it to try to push through. They used it to try to blind vEx, but unsuccessfully so, as vEx has good control and are just corralling the Murder Inc. guys into the Alpha point. vEx slowly working its way closer and closer to Alpha. Sabritas getting on top of the train, getting taken out by l-TheCupofJoe-l, who is also up there now. l-TheCupofJoe-l's able to take out BK from up there as well. Unfortunate having to reload with that 1907's small mag capacity, because he could have got a triple right there. Now it's Jaykernaut doing a heck of a job on the right-hand side to open up that flank, but Mr. Diddy on the flank gets him because his guys definitely called out that that side was weak.
And it is just a hard-fought battle here on the front lines of Alpha, as MINC struggle to keep vEx back.
And now vEx is pushing into Alpha to lock in the triple cap and seal this deal right here, right now, with only 5 tickets left for Murder Inc. It is going to be over as soon as those 3 tickets get bled out, which is going to happen right now as they are skipping. So Murder Inc. doing a much better job.
Final score. A much better game.
Doing a much better job of getting around vEx and pushing through their walls of defense. And Murder Inc. able to take top squad. And there's Lavitz with his gas mask, 1907 bayonet, and 3-time scope.
Such a brave man.
That is a brave man running headlong into the fray of devastation. And next up,
we should have a bayonet charge counter for Lavitz.
Yeah, I do. It's called leaning.
I count at least 3 that I saw.
Oh, a counter. I gotcha. A counter like that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Come on, Joe.
Well, you know,
Get your head in the game.
you know the discussion we were having earlier about this.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Pig.
Murder Inc. has abandoned the field of battle. Not really abandoned. It was 4 and out. So, we're good.
Well,
But
they're gone.
they're
And
gone.
with that, we get the island to ourselves.
Let's go kill some seagulls and have dinner.
I prefer the fish, but to each his own.
Hey, you know, whatever.
They're just the pigeons of the sea, Joe.
Exactly. This is my reasoning. So, no. But everybody's leaving the server, so we're going to call it quits here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Much appreciated. And we will catch you next time. Bye.